Fight fans, it's Michelle Joy Phelps, and guess who I ran into? Jessie Vargas, the current WBO welterweight champion. How are you? Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm doing well. I'm enjoying the entire Canelo Con atmosphere, and it's always great when it's fight week.
So, there's been a lot of talk between you and Kell Brook. Is that a fight you're interested in?
It's a fight that can be made, and yeah, of course, I'm interested in unifying the belts with any champion in my division. I am champion of the world, and I'm looking to bring in on this side and around this waist, around these arms, the next 2-3 belts. You know what I mean? So definitely, it's a fight that I'm interested in.
So if the fight does happen, would he have to come here to the United States, or are you interested in going over there to the UK?
I'm not interested in going to the UK, but we have to figure out the possibilities of him coming out here, and if it doesn't seem that he wants to fight in the U.S., so then in that case we might have to negotiate and see what they have to offer out there in England.
So at this point, aside from just, hearsay and just stuff we're hearing, are you guys in fact negotiating at this point?
Yeah, my promoter is talking with Eddie Hearn, I believe, and trying to figure out what are the possibilities of this fight to be made.
Kell Brook, what do you think of him?
He's a good fighter. He's a good champion.
Nothing else?
He's a good fighter.
Gotta give me something, Jesse.
I don't.
Like, what do you think of him as a fighter? Like, do you see any weaknesses? Do you see what are your advantages over someone like Kell Brook?
Kell Brook, height, intelligence in the ring, the experience that I have, is much higher than the experience that he has. Even and I think that I faced much tougher opposition, so the experience would be to my benefit and several other things.
What did you think of his last couple fights? Have you seen any of them?
That might be why I don't have too much to say about him. I haven't seen too much of him. I saw him fight, was it Carson Jones once, and Sean Porter, and he's a good fighter. I gotta give him credit, but he's definitely beatable. He's definitely vulnerable in certain areas, and but that job is my trainer's job. I have Dewey Cooper that he's going to be. If whoever the fight's with, he's the one that plans out and assesses the game plan for any fighter that we go against.
Okay, well, I hope to see that fight get made. Would that be for the? Yeah, I would. Yeah. Would that fight be for this summer?
This year, if it does, and if we come to an agreement, it should be this year.
This summer, or maybe later in the year?
Later in the year. Negotiations just started, so I guess we would just have to wait and find out. They say something about August, maybe September. So the possibilities of it happening aren't very high just yet. You know what I mean? So
we're here for Canelo versus Khan. Can I get your take on that fight?
Yeah, I think that Canelo has an edge, and he is predicted to win by knockout, is what a lot of people say, and me being one of them.
People at first were putting so much emphasis on the fact that Amir was smaller. But if you see them standing side by side, I think Amir actually looks a little bit bigger than Canelo. Would you agree?
He's a taller man. He's just isn't built for the middleweight division, it seems like. It's just 15 pounds in less than 2 years seems like too much, in my opinion. But,
Do you find that it's dangerous for someone like him to be moving up like this?
Definitely. It's dangerous for him, and he's putting himself at risk. But that's just who Khan is. He's a warrior. He isn't scared of fighting the biggest names out there, and as long as he's getting paid for it, and that he is, so you can't blame him for it.
I'm hearing anywhere between $9 to $13 million for this fight.
There you go.
Would you do the same thing?
Yeah, it depends. It depends on the opportunity that presents itself, and it's a good opportunity for him because I could see the way he looks at the game. If he's gonna get beat, why not get beat by someone that's gonna pay him 13 mil? So that's the way he sees it. Me personally, I wouldn't see it that way. I'd say, what makes it a good fight, and would the fans really enjoy it? You know what I mean?
Can I also get your take on Thurman versus Porter and how you see that going down?
I think it's a great fight. It's a 50-50 fight. That's the honest truth about that, and it's a fight that the fans are gonna enjoy.
Do you see it going the distance?
It could. It could. The possibility is there. It's because one of them has to adjust, and Porter has one style. He's very good at it. And Thurman has, I'd say, two different styles he can do. They could either crash, or if Thurman wants to, he could move around and try out boxing him. We'll see what he chooses to do.
Well, Jesse, I always appreciate your time. Thank you so much, and we'll speak soon.
Everybody tune in. If you understand Spanish, tune in to HBO Latino this weekend. I want to be a commentator, and let me know how I did.
Very nice. Bye, Fight fans. Hey, Fight fans, it's Michelle Joy Phelps, and if you haven't already subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure you go ahead and do so by clicking this little icon right here, or else